What up, fam? So it's an epic stupid Lego haul. So this was a pricey month in other things than just Lego. First off, the family and I went to World War Bricks. It was my first time at the Brickmania GHQ, as well as a World War Brick. I've never been to one, so I was looking forward to this for like years. It was the same ticket that I bought prior COVID, and well, I finally got to use it. And from World War Brick, we traveled to Milwaukee and then down to Brickworld Chicago, where I met up with the rest of the crew and had a blast. So it was already a given, surrounded by fellow Lego fans, especially ones who buy a lot of Lego, for me to buy some Lego too. And a lot of things that I got were also given to me from my friends from around the world. A lot of these were purchased from me through them at their local Lego stores. So let's just say my Lego budget is wiped out for the month or summer. So the first thing that showed up in my house is this package from Brickmania. And it's the D-Day Squad Pack Part 2. It's Saving Private Ryan. And these are 3 more characters that continued from the last D-Day Squad Pack Part 1. So they have one more to do, I would presume, and that would complete the entire squad. So I am happy to see this. You probably might see the video of these guys prior to this video. And since completing my accumulation of my Black Falcon army with 1,000 Black Falcons, I still need to arm a bunch of them because I'm not really done with the squad goals. And as I'm browsing through Bricklink, I realized there's a lot of cool castle minifigures and equipment and sets and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of want to collect knights and soldiers from every medieval or castle faction. And I might have mentioned this already in the last haul. So here's 2 more orders from Bricklink. These came really quickly. I was very surprised. I could have swore I ordered these like a day ago. Oh, horse parts. So 2 more horse bars plus some blue. Oh, I forgot I ordered this flag. And one of the things that I wanted to grab in total was getting all these horse bars from every single faction. Now, not every faction has some, but a lot of them do, as well as getting flags if possible. Some of the factions don't have flags. Ooh, yes, I'm gonna get into this shield. And here's more stuff for my elephants. I totally forgot to order some more of these, so that aside. The Falcon Knight. Let me give him a shield. He deserves a shield. So this is the Falcon Knight. He's a part of the Dragon Knights, the Green Knights, not the Dragon Knights, the Dragon Knights. The lore is kind of weird, but he's a Dragon Knight, but he's also a Black Falcon because he has a Black Falcon shield. Now, this shield only came with this guy right here. So he's a one-off type of minifigure, and they have so many of these where a single figure can be worth over 60, 80 to 100 plus dollars. And I didn't even know that. It's like we would all figure that Star Wars would have something like this, but never in a long time you would expect Castle to have very expensive minifigures. Also, I'm trying to get as many of these blue saddles as possible for my Black Falcons. Literally, I wiped off everyone who has quantity and a good price in the United States or North America. So whenever I see one, I grab one. So we have Fright Knights, Crusaders with the axe, as they're labeled, I guess. Robber dudes. I'm just calling them Bull Knights for now. It's because of the logo. Dragon Knights, Wolfpack, Classic Knight. And then these dudes, I think they're called Shadow Knights. I thought they were Scorpion or whatever because that's what the logo as well. But like Shadow Knights. And then these horse bars. Like, horse bars are not cheap, especially ones with clips still intact. So then we went to go check the Lego store and they finally had these. The Knights. Now, I already have a bunch of friends sending me a bunch of these from all over the world. I'm excited to make this unit. Like, a ton are coming my way. So I'm gonna get some in Chicago, some are on the way in the mail. And well, I am gonna make this unit be very special to my army because they're from friends from all over the world. Unfortunately, my store didn't have the shield, so my son picked up all these snakes. And I already took 2 of them out because I kind of wanted to play with configurations and equipment that I could put on these figs. Like, these are the new capes from the last haul. These custom capes, these Mandalorian Crimson capes, which I think look way better now that I think about it. And I might just get the dark blue ones for the rest of my Falcons because these are really cool. I might order a ton of them. And then when I got home, these came in the mail, which are more of the Knights from Bricklink that I'm trying to accumulate, I think. Wow, talk about a really fast Bricklinker. This dude was my last order that I just made, like literally like a day or 2 ago, and it already arrived to my house. Shout out to Mike T. Brickers. I'm genuinely impressed on how fast that got to me. More dragon knights, some shields. Why is this one important? Why did I make this order specifically? Oh, I got it for the Royal Knights flag. So at work, I'm trying to decorate my little office or cubicle, or large cubicle at that, with a bunch of the botanical stuff. So I picked up this, which I don't have. It has like some serious denting on the bottom here. So they were able to give me like a significant discount at Target, like 30%. I think that was more than they were supposed to, but I took it. Plus I used my red card, so it was an extra 5%. And then I also picked up another one of these. In fact, the last time I had them built, my army went to war with Papa Bear during Bricks LA, so we kind of merged 6 castles together, so I don't really have a full completed one anymore. I think I'm going to break down the other 3 that I have and either build one of the Unbrickables, 3 version castles. I think there's one that looks really cool, and then break that down again and create my own version of it. So this came from Target, and I don't know why I can't seem to find this set anywhere. Pretty much anywhere that I thought would have them, don't have them. Finally, the Republic fighter tank. Why doesn't Lego anticipate that anything with clones is going to sell well? And then more stuff from Bricklink, a dragon knight, more horses, and like horse bards. Do I already have this one? Uh-oh. Did I double order it? And I got this entire duffel bag filled with stuff that I got from World War Brick and Brickworld. Oh, I like filmed this whole segment of this haul and I didn't hit record on the camera, so I have to start all over after I already opened everything. Why does this keep happening to me? So my reaction won't be the same as far as getting stuff from friends. I'll do my best to reenact all that, but it's not gonna be the same because I already opened it and I already gave my thoughts when it actually happened. I just didn't hit this button right here. Oh, an hour of recording just went to waste. I kind of put stuff back in the packages, so we'll see if it looks kind of redubbed in a certain way. My bad. So prior to leaving the Brickworld and World War Brick, a bunch of things were ordered and arrived while I was away. And a lot of those things were stuff that I ordered on Bricklink. Look, empty because I already opened them all. I haven't tossed it out yet because I do need to check and correlate with what I received on Bricklink and just, you know, do the complete, make sure they're all good because I ordered a lot. But I did get a bunch of pieces from a number of stores to be able to recreate Lego Joey's mock-on rebrickable of the F-18 Super Hornet, which he was inspired by Top Gun. I mean, it's a great movie. Anyone that I know that's seen the movie thought it was amazing. And what Joy wanted to do was create a Lego version, a Legoized version of the F-18 Hornet. Because although we like hyper-realism and realistic versions of these jets in a Lego form, it would be cool to get an actual take on what Lego would do if they were to do the same thing. Let's get these out. Oh my god, it's so hard to do. So this Bricklink order specifically came from Denmark, and it was to get this guy right here, the Golden Knight. Now the Golden Knight sounds kind of funny because it reminds me of Wild Hogs. Was it Wild Hogs? Either way, the Golden Knight. He is one expensive minifigure for Castle. Like, I did not expect this guy right here to be worth a lot. These also came in from Bricklink. Now, I didn't really order these to order these. I actually ordered plumes right here. What I'm trying to do is create plumes or helmets with plumes of the color of these like reddish Black Falcons, if you were going to label them Black Falcons, because we don't really know for sure. I am making this some sort of elite guard, so they need plumes for their helmets. As you can see with this guy right here, same thing, same concept. I just want them to all have plumes if they have the helmet to use it. And then this came in as well. I didn't really come into my house with a bunch of packages on the floor. My mother was kind of watching the house as we were away. So this was in front of my Lego office. And I got the Viking ship. It's not supposed to be released here until August. And I really want this set. I wanted a number of them. I didn't realize they were $100. So I might not be getting 10. I'm just going to probably stick with 3. Maybe change the sails to blue and white because I do want this to be like an off faction for my Black Falcons or an ally. Either way, I want a bunch of these because I'm also in love with the show Vikings. Now, before leaving for Brickworld and World War Brick, I did not plan on spending a lot. That didn't really work out the way it did, and I purposely did not bring a spare bag so I wouldn't be able to bring anything back. In fact, I did have stuff to bring to my friends, so whatever space that I allotted to bring to them was what I can bring back with me. So with Brickmania and World War Brick, I used that rule. It actually worked out pretty well for me there. Not so much Brickworld Chicago. Whatever I have in these 2 bags are what I got from Brickmania or World War Brick, the convention for the military side of the LEGO community. Oh, I didn't even see this. Like, I didn't realize that there was a calendar, and I didn't use the lanyard. So a friend of mine did give me this. Now, this was intended to go to Ezra because he's really, really into dinosaurs. If you didn't know that already, he loves dinosaurs. Like, we literally just watched Jurassic World Dominion, and it was kind of cool because, like, the first time I went to go watch Jurassic Park, I was close to Ezra's age with my dad. So the very first movie of this whole theme, or this whole movie franchise, I got to watch it with my own father. And at the end of the franchise with Jurassic World Dominion, I got to watch it with my son. But he wanted me to give this to my son, and I did. I gave it to him right away, and he has non-stop played with it. So to the gentleman that gave this out to me, be safe. Thank you for your service, and I make your country proud. I much love and respect for you, man. And at the same time, Dan Siskin, the owner and founder of Brickmania, found out that I was kind of building a faction by faction collection of Castle. So he allowed me to check out his vault, like the vault in the store, which they have a lot of like old stuff in pieces, not necessarily put together, but, you know, sorted by torsos, weapons, helmets, legs, blah, 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 blah. And well, he allowed me to pick stuff up and just keep them to add to the video, saying that if they're going to be shared, then it's doing more for the community than just leaving it in the vault. He allowed me to pick up all this. Now, this specifically is like Lego Movie. He had it in there, didn't care for it, and it's in this poly bag. So all this in here came from the vault. Now, I'm not going to dump this like I did the first time because it was a huge mess, but I got a horse bar, which I was surprised that I was able to pick up, and let alone he was able to give me, because that's not pricey. But this camel, he had 3, and he just gave it to me, and I'm like, dude, this is a camel, it's not cheap. I got some flags. You can see there's some capes, there's a mixture of forestmen, royal knights, dragon masters. See, there's also a Jack Stone figure in here. I picked up all of his Jack Stone figures and gave it to Sand, so I don't have all of them. I forgot to give him this one, but this one also has a pin stuck to his back. But I also got a mini doll. Where is he? A mini doll dressed up in military, which is kind of funny because I did call Brickmania out to try to do that, and they already did it. Either way, this is like a huge chunk of like really old stuff in Castle that I need, and this would be probably around maybe close to $200 or $300 worth of Castle stuff. Just stuff in general, not like, it's probably worth more because there's also a Majesto in here, or the wizard. Did I say that right? I don't remember his name, but there's some old, oh look, there's an old Black Falcon as well, but a bunch of shields, armor, and all that kind of stuff. So thank you again for giving me all this. Like, I can't thank you enough. This takes away a huge financial burden in trying to collect every faction out there. Well, not every night, but like a collection of nights per faction that Lego's ever done. So I also picked up Brickmania's kit for World War Brick, the special drop, as it says right here. Now this one is an M1161, which is like a Jeep or truck of some kind. I have no idea. I've never seen this before in my life, but apparently it's something that Marine Force Recon uses, which is another elite unit to the Marines. And they also had these as well, which is the minifigures to put in there, which are Force Recon Marines. I don't know if they've ever made one. They've always done Marine Raiders. So I got 2 Force Recon Marines. One was given to me by Brickmania because they gave them away in their goodie bags if you registered like a year or some change ago, because you couldn't go because of COVID. And the other one was given to me by Patrick. Now, he showcased his large mock at World War Brick, and I think Beyond the Brick covered it, so you might see him and his mock sometime soon whenever the O'Hanlons do it. But he gave me one of his Force Recon Marines as a gift for my service. I mean, he didn't have to do that. I appreciate him enough for doing so, and thank you again, Patrick, for giving this to me. Also, Nate, or Sergeant Nate on Instagram, but he's one of the Brickmania designers, gave me a 4x4 Jeep, and this is a Marine version of it, and I do like these little Jeeps. They go well in the Lego City, and like I said before, if you've ever paid attention to my city update videos, I am currently at martial law with my city, so I'm gonna give this to some MPs, and they're gonna continue with whatever's going on in the city. So the set in this bag, I am not allowed to show off. I can't film it. I can't take a picture of it. I can't tell anyone about it outside of saying it face to face. I can't even talk about why this set is confidential or classified. I was eyeing this all over the place because I've never seen it before, but since I was able to go to World War Brick, I was able to kick it in the back in design rooms and all that kind of stuff. So I was able to see a bunch of these on people's desks, and it didn't really hit me until someone told me, like, don't film that, where I'm like, okay, well, that's fine with me. And then I got the story and I'm like, oh, Okay, long story short, as I was leaving World War Brick, leaving Minneapolis, Drew, BKM Drew, knew I was really eyeing this set and decided to give me his. And I can't thank him enough for giving me such a priceless memento for the company. Like, I mean, I can't sell this, I can't share it, but to know that it's in my like hands, I will definitely appreciate it. I don't even know if I'm gonna open it. It's that special, but it's something that I'm entirely grateful in having, and it's just cool to have something that's just never gonna be sold. As far as Brickworld, I checked in kind of late. I got there on Tuesday, but I didn't check in till like Thursday. I regret that decision because there was something in here that I should have been able to choose if I did it earlier, which was one of these. Like, they gave out sets. They gave out Harry Potter, superheroes, city, and I don't know what else, but I would have rather preferred getting a set I didn't have versus a set that I already have. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna sell this. I probably will, or build something else, but their VIP bags came with Lego sets. Flyers to Brick Loot, which I didn't visit. Flyers to Bricks and Minifigs, which Emily already did videos on regardless, so not really necessary. But other things that were included in the bag, which was all of this. I don't know the significance of this hair piece, but it's there. And I also don't know the significance of the fig as well. A Whatnot advertisement, which my friends took part in because they are sponsored by them. Then there's Emily, so I'm not going to toss this one out because it's Boone and Emily. Keep that. This Brickworld magazine, which I didn't know was in here, so probably should have paid attention to this. Now, this was a family photo, not really a haul, not really related to Lego, of the Ledge, which is a sky deck in Chicago. One of the tallest buildings in the city. You're able to stand in this glass box, which there is no flooring. It's just glass, and it's really freaky. You can see right here that, like, my kids were not happy. I mean, to be real, I didn't even look down. Like, I looked down for like a second and just looked through my camera lens looking down because it was a lot better, but still a cool experience either way. I should have looked at the other people who were posting photos, like, on the screen before. Like, they shared photos of what people did, and there were some really creative things that I probably should have thought of. But either way, this is pretty cool. Nice to know that I did. While I'm here, I was able to get all these signatures this way over of people that I met at Brickworld, and it's pretty cool. This is something that I kind of took from Sans, but I did on a 1x4 brick as opposed to a 2x4 brick that he does, and on a gray wall, or a gray, light bluish gray brick. And as you can see, there's a lot of names that I was able to add going from here over of people that I ran into at Brickworld. There were a lot of people that I wasn't able to get a chance to sign, but it was very hard to run into people. Like, I was like stressed out a lot. Like, I felt like I was really stretched thin when I was at Brickworld. Like, I was doing so much, trying to support my friends, things that I want to accomplish myself, having conversations with both, like, you know, viewers, like fans, subscribers, content creators. Like, I was trying to give so many people my time, but at the same time I also had like my family here, so I had to spend time with my family. I was still trying to post content, like I was a part of the nomination. That was stressful enough. I spent hours looking for stuff in my category, and it was really difficult, and they like spent like another 6 hours on top of that, on top of when I finished at like 9 p.m. If I didn't get to talk to you, if I kind of cut our conversation short, I am so sorry out there. I was really trying to like balance everything out, and I feel like I failed in a lot of places to include my own family. Regardless of the fact, I did get a lot of swag from a lot of people. As you can see right here, I did get a chunk of bricks from people, to include Heather's Bricks, Mr. Boogie Boo, BBG4, Bricks O'Brien, Minifigure Superheroes Today, and like there's more up there as well. I also gave away a lot of the Cali Bricklink to a lot of the guests who were on the show. There were so many guests that were actually at Brickworld, and future guests that I also was like, might as well give them to you because this is probably the only time I'm going to see you for like at least a year. So I gave to future guests as well. But I also got a lot of swag, like a lot of swag, a lot of stickers. You can see I got some from Mark, or Mr. Bookie Boo, Heather's Bricks, to include a sig fig from her as well. It was really cool to finally meet those two. Like, Mark doesn't live that far from me. Like, we're literally probably 15 miles away from each other, go to the same Lego store, but we were able to finally meet, which was cool. The brick below was given to me by Reed or Hope Castle. I'm gonna put this in my city because why not? I have a lot of graffiti in there anyways. So I chose this light bluish gray one. He had multiple colors, but he gave me this to be able to put in the city, so I'm excited to put that or add that to the wall. And this dinosaur or baby velociraptor was given to me by Aubrey, or the Brick Cove, which she also gave me stickers.
Thank you, Aubrey, for the dinosaur. It's cool and blue.
Cole did the same thing with his tattoo stuff. I do really want to get tattooed by him, at least a Lego tattoo, like Lauren and Tech and myself were supposed to get a tattoo, brick related. I threw myself in that mix as technically their thing. I was also able to meet Jean, which she'll be on Cali Bricklink, depending on when you see this video. She may have already been on it. Is a new fan, is a good representation to what it's like to be a new fan. Cool to have her in addition to like the Instagrammers. Finally met Michelle, a Lego Master on season 3. She gave me this sticker and she really wanted to meet my wife and got to speak to her. Well, you know, Latinas represent. Josh O'Hanlon gave me 2 of these and I forgot to include these in my Instagram photo of swag. My bad, Josh. Got a new one of these from World War Brick, technically, not Brickworld, through, you know, George. I already had one of these, but he sent me like an update. I guess this is an update one. BBG Forge from Cody. Now I have a huge sticker collection to throw it out. Oh, look, Cole. Nice Chronic album sticker tattoo. Oh yeah, I forgot I got flags from Brickmania as well. They were given to me by Dan, like an old World War Brick flag and a Brickmania one. So there were a number of things that I picked up from Brickworld, and a few of those things came from Bricks and Minifigs, like 2 different stores. One of them was actually showcased by Emily, and the other one wasn't. In fact, the dude didn't even know who a lot of those people were. He obviously wasn't a fan of YouTube, and which is a huge chunk of the Lego community, which is still surprising to see, but it's actually it's a humbling fact to know that it's, you know, Lego doesn't really revolve around Lego YouTube. But I was able to pick up some saddles, got some trolls, a horse helmet for the Dragon Masters, and a Royal Knight in there. At the Bricks and Minifigs where Emily did her little spiel, I got these 2, which are Dark Forestmen. Like these Dark Forestmen, which are expensive. I think one's 80, 160. It's what's expensive. It's like there's not that many of these, and these are in pristine condition, no marks at all, so they are very, very high in value, adding to the collection of things that I eventually need to buy. So they were there, and at least I don't have to pay for shipping, so I knocked those out of the way. I picked up the CMF Heroic Knight and the Fright Knight. That's not a Fright Knight, it's a Bear Knight. I have no idea what this guy is called, but I didn't really take into account the CMF Knights, and I probably should in the faction collecting, maybe just have their own thing. But the Heroic Knight and this Knight, Bear Knight, whatever he is. And I finally got to meet K-Town, another custom minifigure company. I do love their work, especially now that I'm really diving heavily into medieval stuff or Castle, and they do like more historical accurate things for Castle, and one of them is a Jerusalem fig, which is here. He's kind of flipped backwards because he flipped backwards in transit. Well, either way, I missed out on the Jerusalem fig. I need the Knights of Iblim because I do love the movie Kingdom of Heaven, and well, that's one of them. I did pick up 2 of these dark red armor pieces because I do want them for my red black falcons. They're custom printed as well. I mean, I think they'll just look cool on them anyways. As Ryan picked up these 2, he also gave me this. Well, not really gave me, I actually bought it from him because he was selling stuff on Whatnot, and like, I don't know where he comes from. I think he's from The Hobbit. But if I'm collecting the Hobbit stuff too, as a part of the factions, might as well pick him up as well. And since there was also a Lego Discovery Center close by, which I've never been to, which is like a little miniature Legoland, I picked up this courtesy of Lego Joey for getting me into like the Lego Discovery Center, because there is an admission, and for helping me get this as well at the gift shop. Now, as far as Legoland Discovery is concerned, definitely just need like an hour and a half tops in there and then call it a day. But either way, they have a Lego store. I picked up this because Ezra really wanted this set. He built this, already done. I have to break it down and put it back in the box. I don't even know why I kept it in the box. I should have just kept the bags, or oh, that's why I didn't have bags and he already built this. So I put it back in the box. Off your break. Now, I also took part in the yard sale. I mean, I didn't take part. I was a consumer. I didn't trade or bring anything to sell, but it was my first yard sale that I've ever been to. Like, I've never been to a yard sale before. And I picked up this from Reed, or the Hope Castle. He did have some of this. Reed's hooked it up for the price of what he was selling with, but I do need these guys, and it checks off an entire faction for me. I'm going to take these out of the box. I don't care about the packaging. And then another sale, I had a bunch of sets that, like, both Josh and I really, like, went through, because it was like our childhood all over it. And they had this Wolfpack carriage, which I do need. I need the Wolfpack for like a okay amount of money. The Wolfpack figures themselves are more than how much I got that carriage for, so I looked out on that one. I am collecting all of Western, so like I did get this guy back. I had it when I was a kid. If you don't know the story, I lost all my Lego from like my childhood, like when I went to Iraq. So this is one of them. I did have this as a kid. I got it for like nothing, so that was pretty cool. And then another guy was selling a bunch of Castle, and he had a lot of these horses for like $3 a pop, and I need a bunch because I'm building up my cavalry for my Black Falcons, my army. So when in Rome. And then another dude had this, which is the last building that I need from Western. Now I still do need the Indians. I hate saying that. The Native Americans that Lego calls the Indians. I do now have every single building for this to include Fort Laredo, the Gold Junction, the Sheriff's Office. Now I have this. I am missing the carriage and the battle pack. If I get those two, I have all of the first wave of Western, and then I'm going to do the Native Americans. But like, this was in the box. It's 100% complete. This was selling for like $160. I got it for $140. Not bad. And then these two came from Martin, or better known as Bricksnaps on Instagram and or YouTube. He's probably one of the best builders I've ever known thus far. Like, he does amazing work to include the Encanto house that was at the show. I am honored to know him, but he posted these as a story on Instagram like maybe like a week before Brickworld, and he was selling a bunch of stuff. So I was like, I need those plus more. So I did pick up more, which will be at a later haul, but I did get these from him because he was selling them, and I got them for a friend hookup plus beer. Now I would have got him beer because I did owe him beer, but he stole my beer. He stole my drink like twice. I guess that's buying him beer, right? Thanks, Martin, for allowing me to pick these up for a great price. And your mocks are amazing. Now, like I said before, I already recorded my reactions, or thought I recorded it, so I'm just gonna show off what I got from my friends. Now, I did have a little bit more sentimental type of speech per things that I got. I don't know if I can replicate that again. I don't think I will, but let's just start with Lauren. Now, Lauren, or Brightest Witch Bricks, I think she's the queen of gifts because like she's been giving out some cool things to all the friends. So she got me this. Now you're like, what the hell? But this is something that's on my bucket list, which is sand from the shores of Normandy, where D-Day happened, which is, it is June, so it's in the realm of the anniversary. And this is one of the things I wanted to do, because in the movie Saving Private Ryan, sand was collected, and you can't do this. I don't even know how she got through customs with this. Now, I don't have to go through customs with this, because I still want to visit Normandy, but like, she knew as a veteran I would appreciate this, and I do. And Lego related, she did give me a gift card to be able to utilize online or in store, so I used it at the Chicago location, and I bought this military 4x4 police truck. So thank you again, Lauren, for getting me both the gift card and the sand. I really can't appreciate you enough for that, because like this, how am I supposed to beat that? And then Bricklock gave me this. It's an OG dragon, like from Dragon Masters. I need this for my faction collecting because I was gonna put Dragon Masters on a horse. They needed to be on a dragon. Makes sense, right? So he had a bunch of these, or at least a few, and he felt that I needed this in my collection sooner rather than later. Thank you again, Rick, for this. I appreciate you so much for allowing me to use this for my collection. And also, Joey collected 3 of these knights for me to be able to use for this unit of my Black Falcon army. So thank you, Joey, for that. Tech did the same thing with Lauren, so representing Ohio and the UK. He also got me the stunt guys, which there were also 2 more that were supposed to come here. He forgot the other 2. But at least he brought this one. This is the one I wanted the most. But this one is the Harley replica, or at least it looks like it, or at least a bagger. And I really wanted to see what he'd look like. And I was hoping he had colors in the back. And he does. He has like a wolf. So thank you, Tech, for this one. Oh yeah, and he's also in here as well. Like, this is his Sig Fig face, and I guess he's put himself twice in my army. Well, the Nesauruses made me this. They got 3 of them at the Lego store that we visited. So representing Austin, Texas, this is where these ones would come from. Thank you, Emily and Ross, for adding to my unit. This one came from Macro. Now, he gave me a bunch of weapons in here, which wasn't necessary, but he did it anyways. Representing Canada, he also gave me a cape and another horse bard for my faction collecting. And he also gave me another one. I don't even know where the little one is. I think I dropped it somewhere. Echo did swipe some good things that I probably would have picked up myself. In all honesty, I'm happy that he did. I mean, he did slap me in the back with one of his stickers. I mean, I was literally walking everywhere with it on my back. No one told me. So thank you again, Macro. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, represent for Canada. Now, these came from Sands and Claire, which are a number of Black Falcon Knights from New York and San Francisco. So, much needed. They were missing some heads, so I did pick up some heads to put on like 14 of them because they didn't have, but he was getting more for the buck because he just didn't include the heads. But I bought some heads at the Lego store to be able to add them, so now they're fully complete. MNR is doing some sort of Mr. Beast type game video, and I was a part in it, so were many others, and I kind of sabotaged myself because I needed to go vote. As a consolation, I got one of these, which I knew my son really would enjoy, so that's why I picked this one up. That's for him. I'm gonna throw it underneath the door so he can grab. You're welcome. So these were things that Claire and Sans also picked up for me from like other places and or given me. Now they gave me this kind of wolf pack pouch. I don't remember where Sans said it was from, but it looks like wolf pack to me. It's like a little stocking. Oh, what the? But they did pick up some stuff from Bricks and Minifigs at the places they visited. There's some old knights in there, plus some horse bards as well, and horses. This one fell out. This is just another horse with horse bards, or horse barding. But Sans wanted me to have this, which is like, I don't know what this is. It's a card. I'm gonna use this as like a bookmark, but it has like castle symbols on it, like Lego classic symbols. He gave some to the others as well that more relatable to them, and he figured that I should have this one, and he's right. This is actually pretty cool. I don't really use bookmarks, and I should. Like, I really should. Like, I always bend the pages, and that's really bad. They also gave me this, which is not Lego. It's like petite block. Same concept, but not compatible, so they're their own thing. That's pretty cool. It's an Abrams. And then Holly came in and got me Groot. Now, it's not in the box because she couldn't travel with the box, and I don't need them. I would have thrown out anyways. I got Groot early because I really want to put them with the rest of my botanical collections at work in my office, and Groot works well next to botanicals. And she also brought a bunch of these here to the States, which are the clone packs. I didn't care for them at first, but after a while I realized I should probably get one, so she brought a bunch back. I picked up one. Thanks Holly for this. And she did try to get me knights as well from Australia. And it's kind of my fault already anyways, because I had Snowlina do the same thing, and she probably picked up most of them. But points go to her for trying anyway. Thank you, Holly, for attempting and or giving me all that stuff. I don't know how this ended up in my bag. So speaking of Snowlina, this package was sent like weeks ago, and it got stuck in customs. Like literally stuck. I was supposed to get it before I left, and it required a signature. So I was worried that this was going to get sent back, because I wasn't here. Like, I can't sign for it, so I had to do a lot of calling, finagling with the post office to like just let them either hold it for me or drop it off. And I signed this little slip already to begin with, so they should be dropping it off, and they did. It's a bunch more of the, oh my god, she like wrapped them in like separate bags, and it's like they came from Bricks and Pieces. She separated it that way. But she also sent Tim Tams, which is the third time that I'm getting these from someone from Australia or New Zealand, and these are delicious. My family and I are gonna go ham on these things. Like, we eat these up. So thank you, Snowlina, for sending me both the figures and the Tim Tams. Again, I already opened this because I filmed this already, and this came from Wayne, but he ordered 2 of these and wanted me to have one of them. And at first, I didn't know what this is, except it looked like an M4. So it took me a second until I did this, which is a soldier's cross, which is the helmet, M4 or weapon, dog tags, and the boots of the fallen soldier or marine. Kind of have an idea where to put this since a lot of my furniture is white anyways. Again, I can't reenact how my reaction was the first time with this, but it is cool to have, and I'm entirely grateful and can appreciate what this is. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate that, man. And this showed up from Lego Bricks and Pieces, and it's more helmets and bows for my Black Falcon army. Brickmania also gave these away with their swag bag. It's pretty cool. Actually, we made good use of this. It has the Ghost of Kiev on the back of this and the logo on the front and motto. So we made great use of this the entire trip. And then somehow this came into my collection. I believe this is a part of the Encanto house. I don't remember if this was done by Thomas or Gene, but according to Martin, this was taken and he was cool with it. So I have this now. That's cool. And then this showed up as I was cutting my grass, and I think this is my Father's Day gift to myself, because my family just told me to get whatever I wanted. So I got this Speed Champion promo, one of 4 of the Forest Man hideouts. Yeah, 4. I have 4 on the way. The UCS tumbler. Now, I really wanted this upon its first initial release, but there were other stuff that I got instead. Now is a good opportune moment to actually get one of these, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Oh well, problem for future me. And then another box from Lego, the Goat Boat, because I'm excited for this movie. Another one of these. Another one of these. So those I got with some pre-orders for Star Wars. I don't remember what I got for pre-order. What did I pre-order? And once again, here's another Bricklink order. This one I think came from Denmark as well. So it's a lot of figs. Of course, I need more of these. A lot of horse bards. Here it is, finally. I was waiting for this for a long time. This goes to the Raven or Dragon Knight Black Falcon guy. A lot of figs, Fright Knights, shields, more horse parts. This guy I got a lot of horse parts from like this one dude. More to add to the count. So this puts me in a good chunk, in a good position for collecting all these factions for knights. Alright, so the wife just took my chair right now, and I'm in an awkward kneeling, standing, sitting position. Kneeling. But I got 2 more boxes. I mean, this one does have a custom sticker on it. More custom capes. I got dark blue this time for the actual falcons and more of the cherry red for my red falcons. And I got 100 each. That should be enough. Capes for minifigs. Good stuff. I mean, they have all the capes that you would need for minifigs that they've done, and then some. I don't know where this one is from. It feels like a Lego bricks and minifigs, but it's not labeled as such, so I'm not really sure. Another Forestman promo. One. With a lot of swords and armor and helmets and shields that I need. And this one came from OCSDBrikx. It's more of the Red Falcons. These ones made it from San Diego. Oh, I forgot. I got M&R Productions as well. Alright, so let me know what you guys think. If you made it with me all the way to the end of this video, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, comment, subscribe below. And I'm sorry it was like plus 30 minutes. Alright guys, peace.